Hello, and welcome in to another episode of character creation on BG3, because I am obsessed with the options and all the craziness that you can do in Baldur's Gate, and even more obsessed with letting the dice decide for me. So even though there's 1,000 decisions I can make, I don't make a single one of them, and instead we let the lovely dice do the decisions for us, and we have a lot of fun with it. This is, I think, the third one I've done, and I'm excited to get started. So first of all, as always, we will choose our race. It's such an important decision in Baldur's Gate, and it's one that always kind of determines how your character turns out. So for this one, there is 11 options. So we very simply just give the dice its 11 sides, and it chooses, and we're going to go with a tiefling. Now, I do like how the tieflings look. I always think they've got a really good character look. Okay, so we are going with the tiefling straight away. So let's find out what sub-race we're going to be, because this is important. So there are 3 options for the sub-race that you can be with a tiefling. So let's have a look at what we get from this. And we're going to go with number 3. So we are a Zariel tiefling. Tieflings from Zariel's bloodline are empowered with martial strength and can channel searing flame to punish their enemies. Ooh. Okay, we have advantage on intimidation and performance checks. That's pretty cool. Look at us. We look kind of badass already. Like, I hope we don't change too much, if I'm honest. Okay, so the next one we get to choose is our class. And then for this one, there's 12 options within Baldur's Gate, which is a lot of options. And I'm very glad I don't have to decide today. So instead, we just get to be number 4, and we are a druid. Now, that does decide our outfit for us. So this is what we're going to look like for the rest of the design. You can't change your outfit until you get into the game in Baldur's Gate. So we don't get to choose what cool clothes we're wearing. We do, however, get to choose our cantrips. So we need to remove them straight away, because we need to let the dice decide, which is what we've said. So there are 6 options, so we are going to let the dice roll between the 6. We could have some guidance, some poison spray, we could reduce flame, we could have some resistance, we could have a shillag, I still don't know how to say this, I think I've been playing Baldur's Gate for way too long and I still don't know, and a thorn whip. And the first one we're going to get is we're going to get the poison spray, which is a pretty good choice. And then the second one, okay, we can't have it twice, so we will go with thorn whip. Okay, so we're a thorny druid tiefling so far. Okay. Background. Okay, so this one gets to decide, are you a criminal? Are you an urchin? Are you a folk hero? Are you a sage? What kind of person are you? And again, for this one, we do have 11 options. So let me just go right ahead and see what the dice gives us. And it's giving us number 11, which is giving us urchin. Okay, so being an urchin in Baldur's Gate means after surviving a poor and bleak childhood, you know how to make the most out of very little. Using your street smarts bolsters your spirit for the journey ahead. So the good news is this character would get extra sleight of hand and extra stealth, which is always a good thing, because there is a lot of stealing going on. I mean, only if you choose to go that way, I guess, but most of my gameplay has involved stealing. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm that kind of person. Okay, this one, we do it very simply, okay? So the easiest way to do this is we just keep rolling the dice, and as it assigns the number of choices that we can have to it. I'm pretty sure the previous times I've done this with a 6-sided. I might not have. I can't actually remember, but we've got 27 points to give away. So let's just go with a 6-sided dice and let's just roll it. So the first one, we get to add 3 to strength. This is not an official way to do it, by the way, but since we're not playing with this character, these abilities won't matter as much, although you could go and create this character and tell me how they do. Okay, so we get to give 6 to this one. Okay, they're quite strong. Okay, 1 to intelligence. Okay, they're not very smart yet. 2 to wisdom. We are running out of points, though. Those early rolls did not do as well. 3 to charisma, which is handy with the sleight of hand. 2 more to strength. Okay. 2 more to dexterity, and that is the last 2 points. All the points are gone. Okay, so they are quite strong. No, well, they've got good constitution, so that means that their stamina and physical endurance is good, and their hit points are going to be good, and they're quite dexterous, so they've got quite good reflexes, and they're quite agile. They're not very smart, which is a shame. Their charisma could have been better as well, which isn't great. Okay, the other thing we have to do is we have to clear these, and we have to change their skill proficiencies. So what we have to do is take out these two, and then these are the options we have. So we can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 options. So we give it an 8-sided dice, and we're going to go ahead and roll. Okay, so we get the 3rd option right there. So they're going to be skilled in religion, and we're going to get the 7th option, which is perception. Now that'll work well with sleight of hand, so that's actually a really good combination. Okay, and then we also get to assign a choice over here and a choice over here. Okay, so we get to choose 1 of 6. So again, we're going to go back to the 6-sided dice, and we get to put that in number 2. Ooh, they are very agile now. And then this one, we get to also put 1 in number 2. Oh no, wait, we can only pick 1. Okay, so we'll have to roll again. So they get to go in number 5 instead. Okay, so there we go. So they get some bonus wisdom, which is good, and they are like super agile. They are super agile. They're gonna be amazing. And it also affects their armor class, which is pretty cool as well. So they're gonna be pretty well set. Okay, finally we get to choose what spells they start with. Again, I won't be playing with this character, so I'm not too worried about this, but it's always interesting to see what kind of character you do get here. There are 14 options. I have done this before. I should know how many options there are, but anyway. Okay, so number 9, straight off the bat, is this one here. So they are going to have fairy fire. All targets within the light turn visible, and attack rolls against them have advantage. Okay, interesting. Go fairies. Oh, and then 8, the one right next door, which is cure wounds. Heal a creature you can touch, which is always a good thing to have a healer in the party. So I think really they've done quite well. Like I said, they are the most agile creature I think I've ever seen in the world of Baldur's Gate, but they're definitely doing well. But now we get to the fun bit, and the bit that is where chaos usually happens, which is where we get to choose their actual appearance based on the roll of a dice. This is the bit I'm always excited about, and I hope this is the bit you guys enjoy too. Okay, so you can choose their body type out of 4 options here, which then kind of determines everything else. So if we give this a roll, we go straight to number 2. So we are gonna have a male tiefling. Okay, so straight away we've got this, and then we do get to choose a voice. Now there are 8 voice options altogether. Now interestingly, we could choose a voice that might not necessarily suit this character, so let's see.
It's opened.
Okay.
I wonder what's back there.
Well, that's a very, like, wise voice, so I wonder if our character's going to end up looking like they suit that voice. Okay, so face choices, we have 6, so let's give this a roll. Okay, we've got a 4. Ooh, that's a jawline for days. I'm okay with it. Okay, and then we get skin color choices. Now, there is lots of options. If I ticked all skin colors, we'd be here for days. So I do tend to keep this ticked off and try and stay within sort of the range that they're able to have, just to make it simpler. But let me know if you want to do me a video where I just open it all up and we just roll forever. But how I always do this is see how many options we have. So 3, 6, 9. So we have 10. So we're going to be going from row 8, which is this row here, and then there are 10 options on that row. So we're going to go for number 3. Ooh. Oh, I hope they keep those eyes with that, because that looks beautiful. Okay. And then we get to choose whether they have any scarring. So again, for scarring, there are 10 options, so we can give that a roll. And there is 7, so we're going for this one. Ooh, okay. And then this one, are all the scales, I tend to do them out of 100. And just kind of do them on a roll. Later when we get to scales, they actually have a score out of 100. It kind of annoys me these ones don't, but we go with it. Okay, so maturity, they're only getting a 3. So, like, that's barely a move of the slider, if we're honest. Like, they are young. Freckle quantity? Wow, they are freckled up. Like, this would be all the way up here. But I can't see them. So I never really understand the freckle one. Okay, freckle intensity is only a 2. Okay, so they have a lot of them. They're just really pale and you can't see them. Okay, and then vitiligo pigmentation, we get 80. Okay, okay, so this is coming quite strong. I would say 80 is probably about there. Oh, I like that. Okay, okay. So now we get to move on to the next section, which is body art. So body art, we get to choose if they're going to be wearing any face tattoos or not. So again, I do this in a similar way. So I do the number of rows. So there's 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 rows. So we're going to roll from 12 first, and then we'll roll out 4. Okay, so we're going to be using row 6. option number 1. Okay, so starting from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a strong tattoo. Is that definitely row 6? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. It's this one. It's just the neck tattoo. Okay. And then again, we've got color options. So we've got 7 rows to choose from. Okay, so first row. Okay, so it's going to be a bold color. And we're going for option 10, so it's going to be blue. So you can just see it there on the side of the neck. It's actually a really good looking tattoo. And I do like that color. Okay, piercing style wise, there is a bunch of options, and I forget every time how many options there are. Okay, so there are 16 options, including none. So we're going to go for a 16 roll and see what we get out of this. Okay, so we're just going for option 2, which is 1, 2. Okay, so they get to be the lapis stud muffin, which is just the best name ever for jewelry. But yeah, they've got the little earrings there, and they are pretty. Okay, so moving on to the eyes, which I did want to keep. So the first thing we need to ask the dice is whether we are going to get to keep heterochromia or whether we get to use heterochromia or not. Okay, so if it is odds, it's a no to heterochromia. If it's evens, it's a yes. Evens, it's a yes. Okay, so we get to choose for each eye. So there were 4 rows and 10 on each. So let's do, this is for the left eye, I think. Okay, so this is row number 1, and then out of 10, number 9. Okay, so we're getting 1 green eye. Okay, and then the other eye, once again. Oh wait, there's 5 rows. Did I say that? Okay, so we're going for row 3, 6. Oh, that's where he already is. Okay, so he does get to keep 1 demonic eye. Oh my god, with the 1 green, the 1 red eye looks kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see whether our person is wearing any makeup today. So makeup options, they get 5. So let's go for this. This can really make or break a character. I've found this out before. Okay, so we're going for row 5, but which look are we going for on here? Oh, we're going for 2. Okay. Going for the heavy eye. Okay, and now makeup color, we get options. Okay, so makeup intensity, it's set as 100. Let's just see whether we're getting to keep that. No, we're going down to a 35. We're going for a pale eye. A pale eye look. Okay, it's basically disappeared. So it's like you don't have anything at all. But let's find out what metallic tint we're getting. Oh, we're going up to a 67 with the metallic tint. Will that make any difference? Not really. Okay, and then a glossy tint to go with the metallic tint, we only get an 11 on. See what I mean about these having sliders and making this so much easier? Okay, so we have 10 rows to choose from for the color of the makeup. Because it's so like not intense, we are losing it a little bit. Okay, so row 7, option 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5. Okay, so it's going purple. Okay, you actually do get to see it a little bit with the purple. Oh, I kind of like it. Okay, we've got this. And then we're going to go for the lip tint. So very similar to what we just did. We're going to go through the options. So we're going to get a 21 for our tint intensity. That's not too bad. It's probably going to be another pale one like our previous one. And then we get to do metallic tint. Is only going to be a 14. We're not going very metallic-y. Okay, and then glossy tint, they're getting a 39. Okay. So they've got a little bit of shine to the lips, a little bit of shine. And then option-wise, we get 8. So let's see where we end up on the 8. Okay, so we're going for row number 6 and first option on row number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's ended up really pale, but just shiny. I'm kind of okay with it. I think, you know, he's interesting. Would be what we'd say about him too far. Now, don't get too attached to those horns, because they might not be staying, by the way. Just in case you didn't know. Okay, now, hair is always the one that can really change a character completely, okay? So, we have lots of hair options. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 rows. Can we just talk about that for a second? How many games do you know where you have, like, that many options? There are 22 rows. That's like 80 hairstyles. That's insane to me. Wait, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay. There are a lot of options. Okay, so we're going for row number 14. And what number on row number 14 are we going for? Option number 2 on row number 14. Okay, you're just gonna have to bear with me while I count again. Okay, so option number 2 on row 14 is this one. Look at the two-tone. Oh my god, look at the two-tone. I am in love with it. Let's say we get to keep it. Okay. Okay, so hair color, there's 13 rows here. So let's have a look at the 13 rows. Option number 5. And as we know, we do it out of 10. So 7. So row number 5, option number 7. Oh, this is different. This is different. Okay. Okay, and then highlights. Okay, so here we get 2 choices, okay? We get to see how intense it is out of 30. Let's give it a go. Oh, we're going full intense with our highlights. These highlights, and I'm okay with that, because look how cool it looks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And that is a number 7, and then again, we've got a 10-sided here. And that's number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 5. Oh, I preferred the red. I'm not gonna lie, I preferred the red, but you know, you've got to go with what the dice say. Okay, so we've got some graying intensity we need to decide as well. 37. Okay, they're going gray young because they were very young on our maturity thing, but they are getting the graying. Okay, and then again, we get to choose our hair colors from this massive list. So let me count again. Okay, so there's 15 options. Option number 13. So we're going to be here in these greens and blues. And what number on the row? Ooh, number 4. Oh, okay. Okay. So the green started to come through. I guess that kind of makes sense, at least. Okay. Facial hair. Very simple. Here we've got 5 rows, so let's have a look whether our character is adding to this chaos. Okay, row number 3, so we're definitely getting some kind of facial hair, and let's see what it's gonna be. It's gonna be we're going for full facial hair. Now you can't change the facial hair color because it matches the hair colors you rolled earlier on, so that's what we're going with. Okay, and then now we get to choose horns. Okay, so there are 4 separate rows of horn choices. Again, have I talked about how much you get to choose in this game? So we're going for row 3 and row 3. Okay. Oh, okay. He's starting to look like some kind of wise goat man. And then we get to choose the color of the horn, which I think again is really cool that you have this choice. Okay, so we have 10. So we're gonna pick row number 10. Oh, bottom row. Okay, number 3. Oh. Okay. And what color are our tips going? Okay, so once again we have, I think we have 17 options. I trust myself. I counted. Okay, row number 3. This could be okay. 3 and 3. Okay, and that is our character. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, out of all the ones I've done, I think this might be the strangest looking one I've ever ended up with, and I was not expecting him, but it doesn't mean I don't love him. Like, he's kind of cool, right? Okay. Let's just have a look at him. Okay, so his strength and his dexterity thing, this man's an agile man. He's quite like healthy. He's got a good constitution, so his hit points would be quite high. He's not very intelligent or very wise really, and he's not very charismatic. He has 10 hit points to start with. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is for level like 0 in BG3. So that's actually a really good hit point score, and it probably means he'll scale up quite well. He does start with a cantrip and 2 spells, which is not a bad character, and he does have quite good weapons. So he can use clubs, daggers, javelins, maces, which is pretty good. He can wear light and medium armor. That does come in handy. And he's got sleight of hand, stealth, religion, and perception. Now religion might not fit in there very well, but actually it's still quite a handy thing to have in the game because it's a big theme of anything D&D based, Baldur's Gate based, is a lot about God. So knowing the religion checks actually does work out really well. Now I do need to find our lovely gentleman a name, so I'm just gonna nip over. Okay, so I'm using literally fantasynamegenerators.com. I've clicked on tiefling, and these are some male names, so I'm just gonna find one that I think is good. Okay, so we've got a list here. So it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 names on there. In fact, you know what? No. Let's do a 10-sided die to see how many times I click the randomizer, and then we'll do a 10-sided die to see what the gentleman's name is. Okay, so I have to click the randomizer 3 times. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then let's roll for what the name's gonna be. The first one on the list, which is Ebzik. It's always great when you create a character, you don't actually know how to say their name, right? Like, that is the best thing of a name when you can't say the person's name. But I think he's kind of cute, sort of. Yeah, the eyes freak me out. The horns are cool. They don't match the hair or the outfit. But welcome, Ebzik, to Baldur's Gate 3. It is a shame I will not get to go on an adventure with you, but maybe one day I will. I don't actually think you'd be a very good adventurer, but everyone is entitled to their chance to play.